mom ever said we were having cauliflower, I would literally be irritated at the very thought of cauliflower. Hey everybody, how you doing? What's going on? Happy Thursday. I'm glad you guys came today because you know what we're talking about today? We're talking about loving your air fryer. Like literally loving it. Because when you see all the food that we're gonna jam pack into our PowerXL Air Fryer oven today, you're gonna be like, you know what? I am loving my air fryer. So it doesn't matter which air fryer you have, whether it's the traditional egg shape or the oven style, or even the convection oven style like the PowerXL Air Fryer Grill. We have an air fryer to match everybody's personality and way of life. So hopefully you're loving yours. I know I'm loving mine today. We have a lot to get to today, so I'm just gonna get right to the recipe. First, why did I choose the PowerXL Air Fryer oven for this recipe? Because it has shelves. So I was able to make my salmon and make my cauliflower rice all in the same unit, which I love. So we're gonna talk about, it's actually seared, right? Because we're cooking with superheated cyclonic air. When you cook with superheated cyclonic air, it actually sears on the outside. So I don't need to put it in a pan and sear it on all sides and all that kind of stuff and then throw it in the oven. It does it for me. And then guess what else? I roasted my cauliflower, but I didn't just roast the cauliflower, I roasted it in superheated air. So that means it roasts beautifully, fast and efficient, and it's delicious because again, it's seared on the outside. So don't just think of your air fryer as French fries and onion rings and all that delicious stuff, which we're gonna make and eat, you know we are. But now in the air fryer, we can do it with a lot less oil, a lot more efficiency. All right, like I said, we had a lot to get to. Let's get right to the recipe. First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some parsleyed and buttered cauliflower. Now, this cauliflower rice has become a staple. I mean, probably 3-4 years ago, I don't think anybody was eating riced cauliflower, right? So you can get it now. It comes pre-packaged. You can get it frozen. It's good either way. I got the fresh one today. So we're gonna do about, this is one bag. It's about 10 ounces. Anywhere from 8 to 10 ounces is fine. Now, remember, in your air fryer, you guys, any oven-proof vessel that fits works. This is a Chefologist item. They sell this on QVC. I love this because it fits in almost every single one of my air fryers. All right, riced cauliflower goes in, and then I have about a cup of chopped onions. So I'm gonna pop those in too. We're gonna put in a good amount of parsley. Now, a lot of times I put parsley in at the end, but roasted parsley, just the flavors come out, and it's really, really, really delicious. We're gonna do just a little bit of garlic powder, about a half a teaspoon, and then about a teaspoon of rosemary. To that, I'm gonna add about 3 tablespoons of butter. It's okay that it's not melted right now because you're gonna stir this as you go. So we're just gonna save that step. I'm also just gonna put a little olive oil in there. You don't need a lot. You don't need it at all. But in fact, I think it makes it just a little bit better. So we're gonna give this a mix. That's it, you guys. Of course, we're gonna do some salt.
Well, that's it for the cauliflower.
Yeah, no, that's just phase one.
There's more to come.
Yeah, but I just wanted to show you how easy this side dish is. And again, any vessel that you have, you can do it in here in the PowerXL air fryers. Just has to be oven proof. This is basically a deep cake pan. You could use a regular cake pan too. Okay, now this, let's pretend I put this in the air fryer. I'm gonna roast it, air roast it at 400 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. Halfway through, I give it a little stir. It's gonna be great. Trust me, that's all you gotta do. One stir, call it a day. Okay, now, the next thing that we're gonna do is we are going to prepare our salmon. So I just have 2 pieces of salmon. You could do 6 to 8 ounce pieces of salmon. I think that'll work great. And to prepare it, we're not gonna do a lot because the sauce that I'm gonna make is so powerful, we don't really need a lot of seasoning. So 2 pieces of salmon, you could do 4 smaller pieces if you want. And then I'm gonna just baste it with some mayo. Again, you guys, if you join me a lot, you'll see that I like to coat things with mayo, sometimes instead of olive oil or instead of butter. I think it gives a beautiful brown and just a great flavor profile to whatever you're cooking. It works great on the fish. Okay, so that's all we need. And again, just a little salt and pepper, because you got to salt and pepper you have to salt and pepper your proteins. You just have to.
Speaking of proteins, Katie B asked, can you make this recipe and use steak tips instead, or chicken?
Oh yeah, you don't have to use fish at all. Now, so I'm using salmon and cauliflower today because, we look at the trends all the time. There's a lot of people asking about salmon in the air fryer and cauliflower in the air fryer. So I figured I'd do a salmon and cauliflower dinner. This could easily be chicken or steak tips or anything.
Okay.
So that's it. Just some salt, pepper, mayo, right on your airflow rack or right in the egg, the egg airflow basket, which would be more in the egg-shaped air fryers. Now, you're gonna roast this, air fry and roast it, just for about 12 to 15 minutes, depending on the thickness. You just want it golden brown and it'll flake apart. I like my salmon just a little bit more on the rare side. If you want it a little bit further, just keep cooking it. Doesn't matter, it'll just get extra crispy and delicious. That's the way you like it. Cook it an extra 5 minutes, it's fine. Okay, pretend I put this in the air fryer.
Okay.
All right, lots of pretending. So it's like, I feel like a magic, like I'm gonna pull a rabbit out of the hat. All right, so for the sauce, just get a saucepan. Now this is a cider glaze. Now I'm using a hard cider. I bought this one because I thought it was funny. They call it Angry Orchard. I'm like, all right, if you're angry, I don't know, maybe you won't be angry after I use you in my sauce. I don't know. What do you think, Jess?
I think you're silly.
All right, so 1 bottle of cider. Then I put
look
shallots.
At that. Why is it doing that? It's fizzing.
So we put shallots, a little bit of garlic. Then we're gonna put lemon juice.
I tasted this sauce earlier. It was one of the most flavorful sauces I've had in a long time.
Oh, that's awesome.
I loved it.
Thank you, Jesse.
You're welcome.
It's powerful, right?
It's really good.
Now, to the cider, to the shallots, to the lemon, I put a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and now I'm putting some strawberry jelly in. I know that sounds really weird, you guys, but stick with me for a second. So remember, salty, sweet, and sour, you're gonna get an amazing flavor profile, right? So we have salty, we have sweet, we have sour. Now you're not gonna taste the strawberry jelly, you guys. What it's gonna do, it's gonna add flavor and consistency to the sauce. We're gonna reduce this down. Jessica, stay with me.
Okay.
So we're gonna reduce it down until it looks like this. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
This is what
Beautiful.
your sauce looks like. So you have those beautiful shallots, and you have that
I could smell
crisp,
it.
I'm telling you, that the hard cider has a great flavor. Now, if you don't want to use hard cider, you do cook off the alcohol, but if you don't want to use that, you can use apple cider, no problem at all. I like the hard cider, it just gives a different level to it. And then again, you're doing a little apple cider vinegar, you're doing the jelly, and you're doing lemon, so it's very vibrant. They call this a bright, salty, sweet, and sour flavor profile. Now, what you do is you finish it with a little butter. Now, Jess speaks French in our family. I don't, but they like to call that Mont à Bergère.
No.
Mont au Jobert.
No. Monte au beurre.
Thank you. Monte à Beurre.
Mount the butter.
Listen, I'm from North Jersey. My French is terrible. Okay, so you just finish that with a little butter. It gives a little sheen, gives it a little bit of fat. Very, very good. Okay, let me just get rid of some of this stuff because I want to show you what it looks like when you're done. I love salmon, you guys. So, listen, I know I say I love everything, right? But I do. But I probably eat salmon once or twice a week. I have salmon Caesar salad. That's sort of like my go-to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I want to eat. I have a salmon Caesar. I eat salmon. I leave cooked salmon in the fridge, and I just eat it like right out of the fridge. I know it's weird, but I love it that much. Okay, so here we go. This is what it looks like when it's done. Let me take out our air fry roasted cauliflower.
Ooh,
look how pretty.
Color.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yep.
Look at it. That's the onions. Now that parsley is roasted. That parsley is
that
delicious.
looks delicious, Eric. Really.
All right. So Here is my salmon. I'm just going to lay that down right there.
That looks delectable.
Let me get my plate, and I'm going to show you how we're going to finish this up.
Look how nicely that cooked in the air fryer, Eric. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and you know what? You don't have to
So
turn
brown.
it. You don't have to do anything.
No.
I put it in there for about 12 minutes, and you know, it came out great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you can take a spoon. I have a little spatula. I mean a ladle here. I'm going to ladle this right in the middle of the plate, and then I'm going to get my other spatula right here. And I'm going to put, now this is a big portion. That's an 8-ounce piece of salmon, which let me tell you, that is
fine by me.
very much what I'm probably eating tonight. And now we have our sauce. Now I'm not done yet even after the sauce. So here we go. I'm just going to pour this beautiful glaze right over the salmon.
Yes.
All right, let me move this for you, Jess, so you can get in there so people can see how pretty that is. Now to finish it off, I tell you to take some orange rind.
Lemon.
I'm sorry, lemon rind. And then we put that right over the salmon, just like that. Now, if that's not gorgeous dinner.
Literally,
now,
my stomach's growling. I'm not joking.
yeah, and you know what? Listen, yeah, this is a little bit, you know, we made a sauce, we made the cauliflower, we made the salmon, but I did it all in the PowerXL Air Fryer oven. And you could have done 4 portions of this. You could do dinner for 4, dinner for 2, it doesn't matter. That's how much room you have to work in here. Now, if you're using our traditional egg-shaped air fryers, you would cook the cauliflower rice, take it out, cover it with tin foil, then cook the fish. It's as easy as that. If you're doing the salmon in the oven, do the salmon on the top rack, because I want to get that top of that salmon very roasted and seared on the top. As you can see, it came out absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to put a little more.
Kind of fun. Michael Perez said he literally has his PowerXL oven, but hasn't used it yet, I think he said. But he said maybe tonight he's literally inspired to go do this dinner.
That's what that's what I'm hoping, right?
Yes.
I want you to love your air fryer.
Oh, everyone's loving their air fryer, Eric.
Oh, I hope so.
LaDon Bent said that salmon looks so good. Annette Bates is here from Iowa.
Hey, Annette. What's going on in Iowa? Actually, I have something going on in Iowa.
You do?
I do, but I can't tell you guys until for a couple of months.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
That's a tease.
Kind of fun.
Edward Malik from New Jersey says hello.
Jersey.
Jersey.
I'm a Jersey boy.
Yep. Michelle McVicker, Victoria McElwain, Mary Tan is here. Lawada Green is here again.
Hey,
Hi,
Lawada Green. How you doing? Hey, Vicky.
Terry Profovich.
Hey, Terry.
Is one of our regulars, fans.
I recognize her, of course. Every week she's been here, probably 50 weeks in a row, I think.
Donna McKinney is saying hi from Virginia.
Hey, Virginia's for lovers, I think. Is it still for lovers? It used to be.
Mickey Clayton Robledo says greetings from San Jose.
San Jose. Listen, I'm not going to do it. But do you know the way?
Oh, no, you did it.
I had to do it anyway. I'm sorry.
Well, we're going to end on that note, hon.
All right, you guys, listen. You have to join me next week. Because you know why? It has to do with pie.
Oh.
And from what I understand, everybody loves pie. So you'll be missing out if you don't join us next week, 4 p.m. I'm going to be here. Hope I'll see you there. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.